Hi, science classes. Happy Monday. A couple updates based on what I've been told. It looks like we are still working off of our choice boards for this week. Going to be sharing out some details on specific review of skills. That's what's actually been directed by the Illinois State Board of Education. We are going to be reviewing skills that the class averages show we struggled with. So there'll be a 10 to 15 minute direct instruction video related to that will be posted out on Google Classroom, and then a choice board with 4 options related to those specific skills. And you'll be looking to do those. More details on that as they become available. My thought, as it currently stands, and as I think it's going to look, hopefully, is that you will have that topic. Let's say that the topic is rock cycle. We just did rock cycle before we left. I don't expect that to be one of the topics. But let's say that the topic is rock cycle, because that would be a review thing. It's a thing that we did just before we left. You would be getting some sort of a 10 to 15 minute learning on rock cycle, reviewing some of the skills that we were struggling with myself and or with Ms. Harness, who's the 8th grade teacher downstairs. I think we're going to collaborate on these things. So we'd be sharing something out with you guys, a little video, some review stuff, maybe some PowerPoint notes. Haven't totally made our plans because it's not something that we've started yet. So you'd have that, and then you'd have like 4 of those 8-point assignments available. And then what we have talked about is that we'd still be looking for you to try to do another 8 points from the original choice boards. You're getting some updates onto those. Get you some new activities in case you're interested. So that stuff would be available to you. Hopefully all of that makes sense. So that is what the plan is going to be looking like so far. My understanding is that's going to actually start next week. So for this week, we're looking for 16 points off the original choice boards. I will be getting some updates onto those. I'm going to repost the assignment as a 16 points for this week. Same boards until updates get put in. But as I'm posting this in a minute, it's going to be the same boards, and I'm going to get some updates on there so you guys can actually have some different choices and options. I'm working very hard trying to get all those grades up to date, get you feedback on the work that you've done, because I think that you have a right to feedback, and I think it's important for you to get it so you can understand what you're doing well or what you need to maybe continue to focus on. A lot of times I've given feedback that's been just kind of generic, like constructive criticism. So I might get an assignment where you earned your points, and I'll even tell you that, like in the feedback, you've earned your points, but I'd like you to consider this other perspective. And I put that in the comments, and then you guys have been doing great. You've been responding to those comments, answering those questions, even though technically it's not required. It's absolutely fantastic. It's great to see it. I really am loving it. And then the other thing, outside of the academics part, obviously try to take care of yourself. Try to set a schedule. Our freshman guidance counselor from the high school shared out some examples of how to try to better balance your time during this time of crisis. And so I'm going to post that onto our Google Classroom as well, just so it's available for you if you're interested in taking a look at it, if that's a skill that you need. A lot of you, like I said, I'm seeing you doing well, so it seems like that's going well. I'm getting emails rolling in, I'm getting responses, I'm getting work completed from you guys. So that is what I've got for today's intro. As I've been trying to end with, not always necessarily have done it for science classes, but definitely been doing it for core. But as I've been ending, quoting my guys Lester Holt and Seth Meyers from NBC, take care of yourselves and each other. Be safe. Wash your hands. We love you. I'll see you guys tomorrow.